lovelies. Welcome back this week. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Sarah Martucci. I'm a psychic medium and a certified crystal healer. And this is the free weekly reading. And this is going to be for, I always want to say August. I don't know what my deal is. September 25th through October 1st of 2017. Holy cow, you guys. I can't believe that we're actually going into October. This just feels crazy to me. I feel like, wasn't it just the summertime? I don't know. I'm not doing great with this whole time change and like transition time, even though I love the fall. I think the fall and the spring are like my favorite seasons. There's something about the transition and change that I really love, and I seem to resist at the same time. So if you're having the same problems this week, maybe look for ways that you can find balance. Which brings me to, we are also in Libra season. So these themes of balance, justice, keeping the peace, making sure that everything's working right and it looks beautiful and the surroundings are beautiful and kind of reflect the finer things of life. Libra is ruled by Venus. So these guys have a mean sense of style. If you know Libra, they love nice clothes. They like nice surroundings. They like nice things, kind of like a Taurus does. They like to have their surroundings be absolutely beautiful. But really, Libra is all about kind of the self and making sure that that's beautified. So yeah, if you know any Libras, you'll know what the heck I'm talking about. I know a lot of Libras who are also makeup artists and freaking fantastic, like unbelievable. So really, again, just this sense of style and beauty and kind of wanting to bring that to the world. Definitely a group of artists. Do you know what I mean? They're also an air sign. So the sign's incredibly mental, in a good way. Just in terms of they're always using their brain. They're always making connections. And really it's with this sense of justice and peace. They want everybody to get along and to see each other as equals and to always, always, always find the balance in the situation, whether that's a one-on-one or say it's for an entire community or a world. You'll find that a lot of mediators are Libras as well. Again, looking for that peace. How can we bring everybody to the table and really get everybody's needs met here? Which is beautiful stuff, you know? All right. So with that going on this week, I would say too, I would just watch out a little bit. Libras are known for being passive aggressive, as well as sometimes keeping the peace at all costs. So avoiding confrontation completely. And I would kind of say be careful of that this week. Make sure that if there's a problem or an issue that you face it head on. Don't be afraid to get in there and talk about it. And a lot of times finding the peace means that you've got to fight through the other bullshit to get there. So don't be afraid of confrontation this week. And don't worry about talking to somebody head on. It doesn't have to be a passive aggressive thing. Just make sure that you're clear and concise with your language. Make eye contact. Really be there. Be present this week. And face anything that's hard or difficult. It'll be okay. You'll find your way through. But the only way to do that is to actually face it. Okay. So let's pick the 3 cards for this week. All right, always, always, always with the cards, just make sure whenever you pick them, you pick what you're drawn to. That can be 1 card, 2 card, or all 3. It does not matter. Just choose what your intuition is pulling you to here. Okay, so this is going to be card number 1. And then this is going to be card number 2. And then this will be card number 3. All right, give you guys a couple seconds to do your thing. And is it just me, or do you guys like always get sick around this time of year too? Like the struggle is real. It feels like right in my chest. I'm like, oh, this, it just sucks. I'm like, oh, I just wish this would go away. So I'm like drinking all the pineapple juice. I'm taking all my vitamin C. I'm trying to boost back up my immune system. I think sometimes too, and maybe I'm on a whole nother universe all by myself with this, but I think sometimes too when we get sick or we get colds and stuff like that, it can just be a cold or a virus. I think sometimes too that there's a psychological thing that happens. For me, I am, again, for the 1 millionth time, decluttering, removing negative emotional attachments and things, just kind of like severing old shit away again, the next layer. And sometimes when that happens, I notice that I seem to get sick. It's almost like my body is reacting in a weird physical way to all the emotional stuff that I'm doing. So yeah, if that's happening for you too this week, just know this will pass, and it's just a physical symptom of what's going on inside. And yeah, I'm ready to be rid of it. Do you know what I mean? So if you guys have been following like the Virgo season and decluttering and getting rid of all your shit, just know that you're in still a perfect space right now with Libra season to continue that work. Don't give it up. And just make sure that your space and what's going on around you and the people that you're surrounded by, because Libra is also a very sociable sign. They are social butterflies. I think all the air signs are. If you think about like Aquarius, Gemini, yeah, they're all pretty sociable. So I think maybe it's just an air sign thing, but yeah, pay attention to the people that are surrounding you. Are they helping bring balance into your life? Do they give back what you're giving in? So yeah, just pay attention this week. All right, that's enough of my ramblings. All right, so if you picked card number 1, you got the 10 of Wands, and here's your beautiful card. Looks like she's doing a cha-cha dance, right? I want to say too, if you pick this card, it's felt like lately, like you've been taking 2 steps forward, 1 step back. That's what this card always makes me feel like. This card does, there is a call here to get grounded though, and to really pay attention to why it's hard for you to be present right now. What's going on that you're trying to avoid, or what are you trying to like not face right now? There's something important here that you need to stop, be present, and really ground yourself so that you can be in the here and now and really face what's going on so that you can move past this obstacle in your way. And yeah, if you notice on the card, there's like this big mountain range in the back, which always talks about obstacles in this deck to me. So there's something here that you're trying to maneuver around. You're trying to dance around. And I want to say to you, face it head on. Just face it head on. You don't need to dance around. You don't need to beat around the bush. You know, all those little sayings about like not dealing with shit. Like, just face it head on. You've got this. And I want to say that you're more than capable of doing what you want here or taking your power back in this situation. This is a card of Wands. So when Wands show up in a reading, they ask us, what are we manifesting? What are we creating here? We're actively doing something. We're taking action towards something. What is that? Are you still on track? Are you still here? Whenever 10s show up in a reading, this talks also about a completion. So maybe you just completed something here. Maybe something just came to a culmination for you and you're like, why am I not celebrating, or why don't I feel happy? I want to say that you might be overworked, or maybe it's just you feel overburdened right now, or you just feel like I should be happy, but maybe something else is emotionally going on and it's kind of distracting from like where you should be happy right now. Again, I want to tell you to get present, that it's going to be okay. And that ending is a really, really good thing. Also, too, to be able to let go of any other attachments to that ending as well. Just let everything, this card makes me feel is like, just let it go. Let it go so that you can move on to the next. Maybe there's this fear of letting go that's going on for you. Maybe like this fear with like, because what you're thinking is like coming true. What you're saying is coming true with the manifestation card with Wands. So maybe there's this fear of like, maybe if I finally say yes and something different happens here, how the hell am I going to deal? Maybe the old way is what I've been used to and I'm just scared to move past that. Again, this week, don't be scared. Keep pushing forward. I want to say too, if you notice in the background, you can see a full moon, but it's completely blotted out. So this is talking about a new moon, new opportunities, new beginnings. Plant your seeds right now for what exactly that you want to achieve going forward. So really, this is kind of a card of transition. This is going to be a transitional week for you, where you're creating something powerful and trying to ground yourself so that you can be present and really face the obstacle that you feel is in front of you. Wands are also a fire card. So this is talking about your passions. What makes you passionate here? So this is definitely going to be related to your passions this week. But I want to say to you, most importantly, is to trust yourself. And then finally on this card, If you notice, her dress is all in green. I want to say that there's going to be some kind of health healing this week. Either you're going to receive an answer about something, maybe you finally have a diagnosis, maybe you're finally ready to say, oh, shit, maybe I need to go to the doctors, I've lost 5 teeth. Maybe it's time to go before I lose more. I don't know. Whatever the situation is, just know that you will find healing this week for your body, your physical body. That good stuff should be coming for you in that regard as well. So yeah, just to recap, ground yourself this week. Know that it's going to be okay, and that whatever obstacle that you're trying to work around, just face it head on, and that you've got this. Take care of your energy this week. All right. Good job, guys. All right. And if you pick card number 2, you get the 4 of crystals, and here's your beautiful card. And I want to say in the last card too, if you saw, you know, the 2 women there, balance it out. Okay, so with the 4 of crystals, whenever crystals show up in a reading, if this were another tarot deck, this would be the pentacles. So pentacles, crystals in this deck talk about our safety and security in this world. It usually represents money. So what is it that we need to make us feel safe and secure in this crazy wild place called Earth? Maybe sometimes it's clothes on your back, food in your belly, a roof over your head. These are practical things that we need in order to survive. I don't know if you noticed this card. This one's a little sad here. Again, calling for balance. If you notice in Guy's, both of his hands there, see the little crystals on either side? So there's a balance there about balancing your energy, and it's kind of an emotional card. Even though pentacles and crystals kind of are more logical and grounded, really it represents the earth signs. This is kind of an emotional card. To me, it feels as though you've been unable to see all the good stuff going on around you because something else emotionally is going on for you right now. So right now, again, kind of this card feels like an extension of the first one. Really, this is about noticing the good things that are going around you and possibly gaining a different perspective than what you have right now. Maybe it's just that you're focusing on the negative, or you're focusing on the crappy stuff that's going on. So this isn't negating bad things happening, but it's saying that that's all that you're focusing on, and you're missing out on some amazing opportunities or really good stuff that's happening for you right now. Yeah, if you notice how sad he is, but look at him. He's in this field of flowers. That talks about growth and creativity, good things happening, things really, whatever you planted, kind of coming to fruition in a really beautiful way. But then if you notice in the background, there's like these sand dunes. I don't know, this is just kind of, just kind of being like stuck maybe stuck in a fear mindset that you don't have enough, and yet you can't see all the abundance that you have around you. So this week, I feel like this card is another call to get grounded, to become logical about this, to really ask yourself, is everything really shit like I keep saying that it is? Because I don't think that that's the whole truth. So really, truly being completely truthful with yourself this week. Again, something that you need to face here, that you're afraid to, or maybe it's just been too much, or maybe you're not even sure how to do it. So I'd like you this week too, if you need to, reach out to a friend, go to a therapist, take care of yourself emotionally so that you can face what it is that you need, so you can work past this and like do what you need to do for yourself. But yeah, I want to say like, once you do that, it should be okay. And again, I want to say that this is related to something going towards the past. If you notice on the card, he's kind of leaning in towards the right, which is, it talks about the past to me in a card. When a person or, something situated on the card is moving towards, the right, or, like facing the right. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it talks about like something connected to the past. So there's something from the past that's like, you got to face this, you got to let this shit go, and or you need to work through it. This is really blinding you to the goodness that's occurring right now, and really kind of asking you, this card kind of asks you like, where do you want to go from here? What is it that you truly want? Because that's fine if you want to focus on those things. Nobody's telling you that you shouldn't or you can't. But in the same side of the token, I'm telling you that like, it's also blocking you from seeing a way forward. It's blocking you for setting up a pathway for yourself to kind of get out of this. And it would help you this week if you were to decide to look at this in a different way and to really kind of step back and be like, okay, what is the whole truth here? To be fair and balanced with yourself. Yes. But I want to say last thing on the card. If you notice in his hands, he's holding those crystals. It's reminding you again, if your issue this week or your worry this week is related to the past and there's a safety and security issue going in there as well, reminding you that the power is literally in your hands. Like, you're holding all the power here. What do you want to do with it? Really, you're the one directing all of this energy. No, it may feel as though outside forces are coming at you, but really and truly, you're creating the situation. So just pay attention, ground yourself, and balance it out emotionally, and you've got this. But also know too that good things are coming for you, and that whenever you wake up to that, everything will lighten up, everything will feel better. Just look up and look around and appreciate all the good stuff that is going good for you this week, okay? All right. And then if you pick card number 3, you got a major arcana card, you pulled strength, and here's your amazing card. I love this card. I love all the cards in this deck, but I love the strength card just because it talks about confidence and really trusting in yourself and believing in yourself. This is a major arcana card, talking about major change, major evolution, major movement forward. So this is going to be a big / pivotal week for you. Even if it doesn't look like it on the outside or it does not feel like it, please know that major things are in motion because of the work that you've done. Leo is a sign, and strength is associated with Leo, that really gets themselves out there. They love being on stage. They love being seen. They love to perform. They're incredibly artistic. And really, really generous people too. On the same side of that, or the opposite side of that, they can be a little dramatic. It can be kind of all about them, little egocentric. So kind of watch out for those things this week. But really, I want you to focus on having confidence in yourself and confidence in your gifts and abilities. This is what this call is, like a clarion call for. Trust yourself. What is your higher self saying to you here? And how can you really tap in to where your gifts and abilities lie? How can you use those? How can you bring them to a wider audience? What can you do right now to take the work that you're doing to the next level? I'd also like you to look into the lion as an animal totem and an extra message. And there's going to be a big thing about self-care this week. So where I'm getting that from, if you notice on there, she's got this little crown of flowers here. To me, this talks about adorning your body with love and with goodness, you know? So really take care of your physical body this week. Make sure that, and I would say maybe something connected to strength. So maybe strength training or doing something to up your strength so that you feel like this is my body. And, I could kick ass if I want to. You know what I mean? Whatever works for you. Or maybe you're called this week to start boxing or kickboxing or something. Something to strengthen up your body, help you to feel more confident and feel like you're really in this space. It's not just you hitching a ride. You know what I mean? Totally disassociated the whole time. Like you really, truly you being in your body, loving it and taking care of your temple. Also, if you notice on the card, there's a full moon in the background. So there's going to be a highlight this week about your relationships, not just with others, but between yourself too. So are people giving back to me what I'm giving out? Am I really taking care of my needs, or am I putting everyone else first? So I'd like you to focus on you this week. What is it that you need? And if your relationships aren't giving you back what you're putting in, is this really a relationship that you want to be a part of? And I kind of want to say that I feel like everybody this week is going to be having some relationship shit going on. Libra is also the sign talking about relationships. I feel like it's going to be a little difficult this week because sometimes it's easier to just like cut shit off and be like, fuck this noise, and like run off into the distance and just try again with the next person. But I want to say with this card, and if you pulled card number 3, Leos are kind of persistent assholes. That's my rising sign, so believe me, I know. I am that persistent asshole. Stick to it. Or this is about you standing up and speaking your needs and saying what you need to say out loud. And I don't want you to just run away from the situation and just pretend like it didn't happen and try again with the next group. Like, I want you to focus on your group of people this week, or yourself, or your situation, and about speaking out with it, what you need, what your needs are. Don't shy away from this. I feel like this is something important that you need to do, and will also help you to set up boundaries, which strengthen you as well. So I kind of want you to pay attention also, finally on this card, what is your story of strength? So far, I want you to look like past 5 years until now. What is your story of strength? I want you to see how far you've come, everything that you've been through. And I kind of want you to celebrate this week too, like how far you've come and everything you've been through. And you are where you are because of the work that you've done. And I want to tell you to keep kicking ass because, I mean, look at this chick on here. She's like, fuck your couch. I do what I want. Do you see that little light orb in her hand? This is about seeing, knowing your gifts and abilities and really owning them. So that's kind of what this week is going to be about for you. So don't shy away from confrontation. Don't shy away from speaking up and saying what you need, especially in terms of your relationships. Even if it's just to yourself, you need to say something out loud here, or write a letter, do something where it's like you're getting it out of yourself and it's going to a wider audience. So just make sure that you do that for yourself this week and take care of your needs, and you're going to be okay. Keep kicking ass, and good job. And good job with your story of strength. Good job. I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit, so celebrate yourself this week. You got this, friends. All right, good job, guys. And then the stone we picked this week, or I picked this week, was pyrite. And let's see if I got a little piece in matrix here. How cool is that, right? And pyrite, like, it actually forms like that. It forms in like the perfect square shape. It's so cool. In cubes. It's beautiful, isn't it? And in matrix just means this is like museum level. Got like a perfect specimen there. I love pyrite. And it kind of has like this gold quality to it. I mean, obviously people used to call it fool's gold. I think it's still called fool's gold because some asshole miners back in like the gold rush would like sprinkle some of their mines with some of the pyrite just to pretend like they still had gold inside of there. So it's pretty fucked up. But I mean, what people do for gold, I mean, there's like a million, and diamonds, there's like 1,000,000 different stories. But pyrite's gold is really cool. So let me read to you some of the cool shit that it does. It's protective. It's a shielding stone connected with both the earth and fire energy. It's very good for protecting you from physical harm. So this is a great stone for going on trips, or say, I don't know, say you're a kickboxer and you're about to go to a competition and you really want to protect yourself physically while doing some kick-ass damage, right? Take a chunk of pyrite with you. It says it's also, it's a male energy stone, so this is going to kind of help. So females, if you're feeling like you're a little submissive, or you feel like you keep giving up your power to a situation or a person, grab a piece of pyrite. This is going to kind of inspire you to stand up and take charge and to have confidence in yourself and what you're about. For guys, this stone's going to kind of help teeter you towards the alpha male deal, to help you, again, to have more confidence, to really speak out, stand up, square those shoulders, and say what you need to stand tall, and to really project confidence, not only within yourself, but into your environment as well. Okay. Also, it guards against ongoing, which I thought was really interesting. It guards against ongoing control, criticism, and manipulation by a partner, parent, or employer, lending the power to resist without becoming angry or upset, changing the balance of power. You damn right. This also corresponds with the second and the third chakras. So this is all about enhancing the willpower and the ability to see behind the facades to what is real, which I think is kind of really important, especially during Libra season, where Libra has a tendency to wear rose-colored glasses about stuff. So this is really about seeing things clearly, making sure that you are crystal clear about what your situation is, who you are, and what you're about, and what the other person is too. So yeah, this week, always, always, always with any of the stones, just make sure that they're larger than like a quarter in size. The bigger, the better. With pyrite, since it corresponds to those two lower chakras there, I would say like wear a bracelet because your hands will be down by the side and in that area. If you got a belly button ring, stick some pyrite like on a belly button ring or something, or stick it in a hip pocket in your jeans, or you know, whatever you wear during the day. Maybe you're a super cool kid and you have a fanny pack. Put a chunk of pyrite in there. 2 thumbs up, friendship, you got it, you know? So whichever way you can get the pyrite in the 2nd or 3rd chakra area will be perfect. And that way it'll activate that area and kind of enhance those spaces and really help you to feel more confident, get your energy out there, say what you need to say, set your boundaries, and help you to rebalance any kind of power structures that are off kilter. All right, you guys, I really hope you enjoyed this. And remember, this is your week. Make it an amazing one. Thank you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.